We got us the St. Lenny's. Immaculate collaboration between the Schmaltz Brewing and Cathedral Square at 10% alcohol by volume Belgian style double rye India Pale Ale. The Hebrew chosen beer here. And brewed with the Belgian yeast. Let's pour this and taste it. Okay. Alright. So I've had a glass of this just now, and I've had another bomber of this during a G Plus hangout with the guys from Give It a Shot and Mixed In, Chris Lee and William Mollison. So I'll put a link down to that. And sent these on a beer mail to Chad. And Buddy's getting into craft beer, so I told him he should buy this, and he bought it. And so one of these days he's going to try this. And I think everyone should try this, because I really like this beer. It's somewhere around the $10 mark for a bomber of this, and looks great. Got kind of a caramel color to it, beige head. Kind of getting a little bit of that khaki in there as well, and I always assume that that's from just a lot of hop debris and the color coming, the chlorophyll coming out of the hops and stuff. So smells pretty good. Right now this aroma's a little bit blanketed in from this fucking massively fucking dense head here. Very light and fluffy. But this is kind of like a barley wine. I get a lot of barley wine, heavy residual malty characteristics, a bit of those esters, and so it kind of smells and tastes a bit like an English barley wine, and you're also getting American hops out of it, and you're also getting the Belgian yeast, which is kind of somewhat subdued and tamed with this, and you're also getting the rye malts. But it kind of tastes like a Belgian triple style yeast, like one of the cleaner ones, not like a Duvel, and that might be a little too peppery and insane of a beer to compare this strain of yeast to, but it kind of more of the clean, smoother, pale Belgian triples, right? Quite a distinct difference between the flavor in the head and the flavor of the beer. What's going on? Wow, but definitely, I wouldn't say. It's almost a little bit hop forward. You know, like you're kind of getting those American hops and that. Citrus qualities, IPA style hops, because this is a Belgian. Double rye India Pale Ale at 10%. So you are getting kind of like the American style hops coming out of it. You're kind of getting that big maltiness you're getting out of like a barley wine or even Imperial Stout. Kind of a big residual maltose. Spicy rye. And like, it's fairly complex, so like, different drinks taste different, right? The big drinks taste a little bit different than small drinks. You get more head in it, tastes different than if you don't get as much head in it and that, so. See, like, and it's just, like, rocking up, like, wicked. It's like an IPA head, but, like, even, like, fluffier. Like, it's just fucking incredible there. Pretty hard to describe, but, like, the key thing for me is just kind of, like, barley wine aroma. Barley wine flavors kind of like the heart and center of it all. Kind of big hops up front a little bit of rye behind that, and then kind of Belgian yeast behind, but all fairly solid. But it is kind of a little bit subdued than like an actual authentic Belgian style, like let's say like a triple or whatever. It's not out in front as much with this because of maybe probably the amount of hops and shit. I'm just guessing, I don't know. All I know is it tastes fucking pretty good. Highly recommend picking this up. Getting all kinds of neat hints of different, hops that maybe had in the past, different beers that I've had previously. Like I said, it's fairly complex, moving target, tasting different from time to time. It's fairly warm right now. This is a cellar temperature. Nice cool basement. Goes down pretty easy. There is a little bit of an acidic burn from, I would assume, the hops. I get out of a lot of Imperials, like I'm guessing from like Simcoe and stuff like that. Kind of brings a lot of like acidic heat to the back of the beer, and it can also give you heartburn. But I love those hops. It's just like sometimes they can be like a little too brash on your intestines if you do have heartburn issues. But so yeah, there might be Simcoe in here. I don't know if it just kind of speed reading it here, because it just seems like a bit of a story and a thing about the collaboration and our brewing experience, 17 years, that kind of shit that I don't want to read. Yeah, at times you get a little bit more of that Belgian yeast. You're kind of getting more of that from time to time. Wow. Yeah, definitely a lot of American hops. Like you're kind of getting like almost a tang off like some of the slightly more planty. Let's see, almost like sort of like a Bravo or something. Like you're kind of getting a little bit more of that planty thing. I'm almost getting like Simcoe almost type moments out of it. Really well balanced. Like it's really an awesome recipe. Really enjoying this. Really a mind bending beer to consume. Definitely a good time. If you're into tasted beers like this, yeah, totally pick this up. I would highly recommend it. Great head to the beer. Just nuts. I'm gonna 10 it out of 11. Yeah! Highly recommend that you try this beer. Loving it. And I did quite a few beers from Schmaltz, and they were all pretty good. I did review their Messiah Nut Brown Ale with a cold, and I thought that it wouldn't affect my taste buds, but I did give it a little bit of a lower rate than I did after I recovered from the cold, because it did taste bland because of it, so it wasn't as bland as I said in my review, so I'll have to apologize for that. Usually, cold doesn't affect me enough to really fuck with my taste buds, but on that review it did. Love this beer. This is a fabulous beer, very well balanced. If you like Belgian triples, barley wines, or double IPAs, which I love all three of those, you're gonna like this beer. That's why I like this so much, I think. And if you like well balanced, well crafted beers, then if you like beers around 10%, you're obviously gonna fucking love this beer. I fucking love this beer. This is a good fucking beer. My second bottle. I've been buying it, recommending it, trying to spread this beer around because I think this is a really fucking awesome beer. So anyone who's into fucking heavy duty fucking beers, ought to give this one a try. Yeah! Like I said, 10 out of 11. Fucking try it out. Because I got, and I'm out.
Yeah.